Hopefully you've already had the opportunity to watch through the video introducing you to the syllabus and expectations for the course. Now what we want to do is focus a little bit on how to navigate the course, how to find assignments and things like that. To start off, we find ourselves on this landing page again. As a reminder, you can always click that arrow to view any announcements that have been posted and check your overall score. Again, every time you log in, those would be two good things to do. We have the Start Here in Syllabus page, which hopefully you've taken a look at. The Getting Help page is going to include resources on obviously how to get help with this course, including a link to Heartland's tutoring services. I would strongly encourage you to make use of those folks if you feel like you need some extra assistance, especially some one-on-one time working with someone to get a little more practice with this content. Anytime I have a student go work with the Heartland tutors, they always come back with good reviews and almost always with stronger exam scores the next time around. The additional practice section is a place you can go to practice additional problems from throughout the course. So if there's a specific concept that you want to review more, you can work those problems one at a time, get some feedback and help with those as you're working on problems. The gradebook link will take you to your individual gradebook for the course, which will again show you your overall score, how that score is being calculated, and as you start to complete assignments, you'll see this list start to populate. One thing to be aware of is that the default setting is to only show the past month's worth of assignments. If you click that drop down, you can change that to entire course to date to see any older assignments. Once you do start completing assignments, you're going to see some review links start to populate here as well, meaning any assignment that you complete and submit, you'll have the opportunity to look at and see the questions that you missed and try to better understand how and why you got things wrong. If you have questions though, of course, you should feel free to contact me. And one way to do that would be making use of the email tab. Here you can select my name and add me to the list of recipients, and then just input your information or input your message below. Or if you want to contact other students from the class, you have that opportunity as well. Once you're ready to actually start diving into the course content, you can click on the Module 1 tab, which will take you to this cover page, which will always give you a little bit of an introduction as to what we're working on during the week, as well as the Module 1 assignments, or the assignments that are required for that module. You'll see a reminder about the due date for those assignments, as well as a list of all the assignments that need to be completed by that due date. So just to give you a quick checklist, and then also a reminder of some of the policies regarding late work. For instance, that homework can be completed late, but a 10% penalty will be applied. Diving into each of the individual modules will take you to different materials and resources that you'll need to properly prepare you for any related assignments. If we go ahead and jump to Module 1.2, since that first module is a little bit more of an orientation, most modules will start with either one or a few different links to the e-text. So those will be the sections that you'll want to read and review that relate to the new concepts that we're going to be introducing. Past that, you'll find a link to download and print the lecture notes that accompany these videos. So these blank notes you can print off and fill out along with me as we work through the lecture videos, or you can just take notes on lined paper. That's just up to you. Then what you'll see are a list of videos which you can either open in a new window or watch embedded in the course itself. These videos will introduce you to the new content that we're learning and working on mastering for this section. Once you've watched through each of those videos, then you'll find a link for the homework assignment for that module at the bottom of the page. Again, every module subpage will have that similar structure with one or a few reading assignments, the notes you can print off, videos to watch, and then that assignment down at the bottom. Once you've worked through all the submodules, you can move on to the quiz for the week. There will always be a practice quiz to help you prepare for the actual quiz. You can take that as many times as you'd like, and you'll find a link to the another link for the gradebook, so that if you want to review any of those past practice quizzes or past quiz attempts, you'll have that opportunity there. When you're ready, you can take the actual quiz, which, keep in mind, initially you'll have a single attempt at, but if you've earned 95% or better on all of the related homework assignments, in this case the Module 1.1 through 1.3 assignments, Then you'll unlock a second attempt to try and improve your score. We won't have a discussion every week, but we do have one for week 1. Anytime there's a required discussion, you'll see that as another tab. So you'll just want to also make sure to visit that page, which will reinforce again the due date for that post, for that assignment, which will be the same as all of the other module assignments, and then a description of what it is you're expected to complete by that due date. If you ever have questions about navigating the course, though, if you're not sure what to click on, where to visit, please feel free to get in touch with me and let me know how I can help you out.